No, of course we'll see her again. She just said we'll see her again. So we want to go back to Summerford Farms and tell this guy that things are screwed up. And probably hit level 8. So it'd be much faster if I had a mount of some kind. But no, really, look at how dainty she runs. I don't think cat girls run like that. That's just hilarious. And this is the same one we had earlier. I'm going to ignore it. I shouldn't say the same one we had earlier, the same one I passed earlier. Okay, let's turn in these 3 quests we have here. Okay, you want oranges. Ah, ripe to perfection, how sweet it is. If that lackadaisical lot of retired pirates come down with scurvy, it'd serve 'em right. Well, that's not very nice. This goes to show you, you can't teach an old sea dog new tricks. You think the Admiral would know that? Probably. This is... Oh, hey, we get orange juice from it. I have not explained food yet, have I? You may notice we've gotten a couple pieces of food. The marmot steak, and the orange juice. Those give you a half-hour buff. And it'll always say in the description what they are. Like this one's a kind of a mage thing, and this one would probably be more for a DPS or an early level warrior paladin. And like I said, just 30 minutes. A lot of people do use them endgame. I have not, but I'm not an endgame person, so. Orange Crush. God, I remember that stuff. I think they still make it. Bear Drag seeks to restore equilibrium by having the local fauna called. Calling of local fauna. They have pollinated each orange by hand because of the blasted pucks that prey on nearby bees. Pucks. We can only eradicate some 5 puck hatchling and save us from having to do nature's work. My question is, how do they get these exact numbers? I mean, it's like, go kill 5 of it. I mean, I can understand, like, when we had to kill 3 lambs, the 3 ladybugs, and the 3 rats, because that was just a test. But, no, that guy just randomly knew that you needed to kill 5 pucks to get the idea. Sparkle, right glad I might see you safely return. My eyes were all gabbing about hearing what sounded like all 7 hell breaking loose near the grotto. I feared I sent you to your death. If you're in the middle of that commotion, I hope that you'll have something of interest. Hate to think you risked your life or not. Oh, we got this knife. And, let's see. From cutting ropes to removing barnacles, from gutting fish to gutting boarders on a ship. On a ship there are thousands of uses for a knife. Blade pulled from the back of a creature you slew at the cave, eh? I agree that such a knife would be part of any seafaring man's kit. I'm starting to think these ruffians are pirates, come to lure my farmhands back to a life of plunder. Chances are they didn't take too kindly to your appearance on their doorstep, and set a mad and go-boo on you. The pirates have been added to their numbers of late. I best warn the lads and lasses in my employ to be on guard against their schemes. You met someone else, a woman with a strange control. Ah, Y'shtola! I can't pronounce Mikate names right. Please forgive me. She's been in Limsa Limensa for a good while now. Her studies of the Eighth often bring her out to Summerford, so her presence at the grotto is hardly unusual. She's not a looking lass, I grant you, but she's not the kind to associate with kidnappers. You may take my word for that. Okay. Where trust should be lacking is in those Eo men of mine who have yet to wholly relinquish their pirate past. Temptation to return to the free and easy life of a buccaneer may prove too strong to resist. You have my thanks, Sparkle. I have a first name, you know. If it weren't for the effort of stalwart adventurers like yourself, this tournament would be a far worse state than it is. Just you keep on lending your talents to those in need, eh? Help bring Lim to the brighter future she deserves. And again, option, take more potions. I really should hotbar those. Okay, what you got for me then? Staleworm is up in arms as his hired hands are nowhere to be found. Uh-oh. Sleep House is never in his lot, never around when there's work to be done. I'd sooner hire you for a sake of getting things done, but then perhaps Galleons would never learn. Run up and let them know that Staleworm would like a word with them, and don't take no for an answer. Okay. Well, we have another quest to turn in back here. I think I may end up next week not doing 2.5 hours in a row. I think my voice can't handle it. You certainly proved you are not one to let obstacles stand in your path. If only these supposedly pioneering pirates were half as industrious as you. Expanding borders is all well and good, and the Admiral opted to know rugged frontiers but can't be settled by layabouts. And we are now level 8. Anyways, we have some pirates to round up. And we just got our first trait, Enhanced Vitality 1. That gives you an increase of what? 2 vitality? 2 vitality. Hey, water. Work? Ha, I can't work when my hands are full lifting this mud. You know, I'd wager me last kill that you never guess I'm drinking. I'm going to guess wine? Well, you're right about the swill part. I reckon it might be worth a day of doing Staleworm in terms like if it'll afford me a taste of proper grog. Grog! 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 Okay, one more in town, and there's another main mission line I didn't pick up. That's unexpected. Okay, let's come up here. Gherkint. Gherkint is eyeing fertile new lands for summer fruit farms, but pests perturb his plows. Blast, how's the botanist supposed to accomplish field work without a field to work in? Wash-up pirates are well and good when you want a field pillaged and plundered, but not when you need it plowed. A lone horticulturist such as myself hardly strikes fear into the hearts of monsters, but your gait is such that I believe you might. I'd be much obliged if you could rid the field of some mandragoras. With 5 few ruthless barren creatures roaming about, I'm sure I could return to my work. Okay. Yeah, again, fall damage. It does vary based on how high you are, but it can't kill you unless something is attacking you. Then it can kill you. Which is silly to me, but I didn't make the game. I mean, you can go from full HP to 0 if you have something chasing you. And really, it's kind of stupid. Okay, and Dragon, these guys died pretty quick, and our puck tacklers are next. And probably getting, those yeomen. Oh, you'll see the black dots in the mini-map. I believe those are for the targets for a main storyline mission. But let's see, we've killed all those. Kill our puck hatchlings. You generally want to go out in the field with as many quests as you can get. And sometimes it's good to just go straight back, but sometimes, pucks did he want me to kill? 5. I was just talking about that. Right? How did I forget? Two more. And then we get to go find more pirates. Okay, what we got? Okay, we're done with that. Now let's see what's up here. Looks like a yeoman. Severin. I am Severin. You the old man's errand girl now? Tell that my dear old captain not to wet his britches. I'll be along. Oh, and just so we're clear, I don't care for landlubbers. Go find the chocobo you rode in on and ride on out. They won't let me ride on the chocobo yet. Oh, what an asshole. Please tell me he dies later. Actually, don't tell me. Don't give spoilers. That ruins it for everyone. I'm trying my best to avoid spoilers, but if they slip, I'm sorry. Okay, there's someone over here, isn't there? I don't see anyone. Oh, he's over there. That's why I couldn't see him down in the water. He's not in the water. Aylmer. So those taverns sent you. And what do you reckon I say to that? I have saucier seeds to sow. Damn right, but didn't get where I am by taking gup from any glorified gardener. I suppose I could see what he wants to get him off my back. At least a lot of them, while they're kind of jerks and dumb, they do come through in the end. And maybe they're the kidnappers. Too far below. I hate when that happens. Axes were made for splitting skulls, not stumps. How why did in my sailing days? Wanton slaughter? You bet your bosom I did at last. Aye, those were the days. I reckon now I'll have satisfied taking my axe to the trees. You could become an adventurer. They let us take axes to anyone. And the last one is back at Summerford Farms. There is the pavement mount. See, look at this person. Look how comfy they look. Very comfy. I love that mount. How am I supposed to work on an empty stomach? Go on, have a guess what I had for breakfast. I don't get it. But, gods, how do you know? It's my breath, ain't it? Probably smells as good as this food tasted. I know why you're here. I just guess didn't get some real food in me, but I ain't want to reject the summons from the captain. Okay, so quests are done. Let's turn the one in the back end first. Of course, I still need to go up. Oh, here's an up. Where's that guy? Oh, they're all in front. Never mind. I'm sorry, sometimes I can't read my mini-map right. Bells on the winds tell me you've done the deed. The only pest plaguing my orchid are those woeful whelps out of water. If only you could get rid of parasitic pirates as you did the pesky pucks. Well, I can. If you really want me to. You continue to impress, lass. All but Severin are accounted for. That dick. No fault yours, he squirmed out. I've let that worm wriggle through my fingers more times than I can count. Rest assured, next time I see him, I'll put him squarely in the dirt, where such worms belong. There you got now. The warriors at the Sack of Oranges will not reach the Lothagran checkpoint as planned. Pains me to say, but all the guild in the world can't buy loyalty. There are some like you who can be trusted, but then there are others. Till now I've had no choice but to rely on that charlatan Severin, even though I am full aware he's been doing shady deals behind my back. More than once I've heard tell of improper trading with goblins. I wouldn't be the least surprised if that were happening right now. Not a bell ago, a sack of oranges vanished, as did Severin. We will find and confront the bastard for me, Sparkle. I'm sure that wrongdoing afoot, so be sure to doubt anything that comes out of his mouth. Once again, another quest where we have to do an emote. How about that? You've already done more than a whole lot of slothful sea slugs combined. If only they spent as much time proving their worth as they do talking about it. I have this odd feeling that Severin is going to be an issue. But we will find that out soon. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Oh good, they're not aggro. I just thought of that at the last moment. You're kind of like the hunt moms I was telling you about. The blue symbols on these mobs mean they won't aggro, and then there's the red ones that will. Then there's the sparky ones that will own you. By hell, I'm up the straight without a paddle. Are you though? I doubt you. Once I find where doubt is. What's this now? Still were intent you for the owners? Oh, so the old bugger had known all this time. Or what does it matter anyways? Listen, you're one of the goody-goody adventure types, right? Go rescue units from the double-dealing goblins. They're just over yonder by the bonfire. Can I doubt him on this action? Okay. Now you see this purple field heal. When you get near it, or generally in it, I'm not used to them doing it while I'm just near, you'll have mob control. Sometimes you'll see that it's just blue, and if it's just blue, there's probably just something inside you as a target. In this case, we're fighting goblins. And having killed them, we can now talk to these guys. If you try talking before, they'll say, there's more important things to think about to do right now. Severin saying you, the way he flew out here, I was sure he'd sold us down the river. I owe you one. Would have gone away myself if not for Severin shoving me aside. See, I told you. Dick. If you hadn't come, my dodo would have been cooked. Cooked dodo. Ah. Okay, Severin, give me back the damn oranges. Save me ace, and for that I owe you. So that should be a shame that I can clean up my own mess. But pirate knows no shame. I have no qualm about going back on my word. I'm only giving you a sack because I like the cut of your jib. Take it to Aussie and give him my regards. Okay. How will this fit in our pocket? Hammer space. Okay, so now we have to go down to the gate. You discover a new location. Yay! As you see, your map doesn't really know about new places until you get there, and then it'll update. What do we have here? A delivery from Summerford Farms, and it's scheduled? Huh, they're the first time for everything! Well, look at that. Not a single one missing either. Not the only things not here are the bootleg and bagman, and I don't miss them one bit. His sailhorn's paid in full. With you, I can trust it'll reach him. Cool. People trust me. Yards on, yards off. Let's see. Osterf hopes to ensure the safety of wayfarers at the Lithagran checkpoint by ridding the area of its dangerous denizens. Let's see. They tell me the Yarzons harry at the road. It pains me to do nothing, and we need every man we have just to hold the garrison. You did us all a great service with you, were you to send the Yarzon populations for us. If you could clear out, say, 3 of the nests, we'd all be in your debt. Why can't people do work themselves? Really? They're all the way up here? Yep. I wouldn't think that would be an issue from the gate. I really wouldn't. But let's go kill some Yarzon. I hate Yarzon so much. Okay, they're even further than I thought. Yeah, when I first started playing it after A Realm Reborn, Yarzon just always killed me in around Gridania. I just don't like them. So they all die. Angry Yarzons burst out of their nest. One nest. See, that's something you don't want to do. You don't want to use your TP like that. Or your sprint, for real. Especially when you get into higher levels, you get abilities that require more. Like Overpower. But you generally won't be using Overpower if you're by yourself. Unless, you know, someone decides to randomly heal you. One more, and we're actually going to head back to town. Please don't send me back to the bottom. You send me back down to the bottom. Too bad, we're going to town. Really, I love the main storyline so much. It's kind of sad that you can only do one on each character. At least in 11, you were able to switch and go to all 3 nations. Oh god, that crazy. Run! Oh, that scared me for a moment. Back on one piece, that's relief. How did you fare, Sparkle? Well, here's some gil. I wish I could have it. Ah, this is what I was aiming for. Looks to be all I was owed. Alright. Though I'd rather be telling you false if I claim I had not held out more hope for Severin. I was even willing to overlook the skimming off the top. But to sell us all short in favor of the god-forsaken goblins? You do well to mind yourself around that 2 gil cheat. If he'd leave his own mates for dead, there's no telling what he'd do to you. And this is really just all caster weapons, rogue weapons. So in this case, I'm going to take the bronze piece, because those don't sell for much. I mean, I could sell them on the auction house, but I'm not. Your Kent seeks fertile soil to improve the yields of its newly plowed farm. Blast, at this rate the crops will never be ready for harvest. If only we had black loam. Just a bit could send our stocks soaring. I have a Ortwinda knows where to find some. Perhaps you might pay her a visit in the orchard. Grab this one. High potions are in short supply at Tilla's Rest, and Cadmere hopes to remedy that. The pirates have been away from sea for too long, and their broken hearts turn bloodshed for sauce. Full supply of medicine lasts barely a week. Do a high potion and take it up to White Loaf, you might well save some lives. And if this is like every other town, I'm sure we can buy a high potion right here. Oh, nope, it wasn't that menu. One high potion. But right now I'm actually going to return to town. Let's turn in that warrior quest real quick. Head back to the Marauders Guild. I'm sorry if my voice is getting scratchy. Like I said, I'm not used to talking for this long. That's kind of a trial for me. I don't think I'll do straight recording again. I'll probably break it up into actual individual parts. But yeah. Has training loosen your muscles and focus your mind, Bueller? Your request for help has arrived from Red Rooster Stead, and I have chosen you to respond. It appears a hostile group of Megalocrab has unweighted and may elect itself the next test of your prowess. As this is your first outing on official Marauder duty, you shall be accompanied by a veteran conjurer by the name of Sulquip. She awaits you on the floor below. May devastation follow in its wake. Nope, back to the floor below. I'm not sure why a conjurer would be at the Marauders Guild, but then again, there are many things in this game I don't understand. Like why there are so many stairs. Hey. Hi, Veeler, I know who you are. My brother often has me escort his fledgling marauders on their more dangerous tasks. I suppose Wizard expects me to give you the details, then? Very well. Seems the pharmacy has to clear out a megalocrab nest near the Mourning Widow in Lower Lenacia. I shall trust you to find your way there. Just don't forget your axe. Well then. But we will take a look where she's gone next time. I hope you have a great weekend and have fun.